Eddie Eisen, thank you for assisting us. Appreciate your energy. My question is, don't we need to build an audience before start offering free or free trial or launching a school group? For example, you just started posting 2 months ago and now you open a community when you're just building followers.
All right. So how many different ways are there to let people know about stuff, right? So one is you can let people know one-on-one who already know you. So right now you already have contacts in your phone. You already have emails in your email address. You have 200 followers. Like everybody here who's a human being has an audience. It might not be huge, but everyone has an audience. So square one or first step is that you can reach out to the people you already know. The second way is you get more people to know you, which you make through content. The next step is that you can run ads. The fourth way you can do it is that you can get affiliates or you could partner with somebody who already has an audience. Those are the paths that have been proven right now in terms of getting people into the community. And so right now, like I think at our last one, 4 of the 10 people who came did outbound as their primary method of building their communities. They did outbound to phone call to sell them in. That's what they did. And so there's definitely not one size fits all. You don't have to have an audience. There was a handful of guys who didn't have an audience at all. It was actually one of the one day that just happened. One of the guys was like, no one knows who I am. He had a B2B offering that was super niche for like makeup stuff, like makeup B2B, like people who manufacture makeup. And so he just did email to phone call into his community. And so the TLDR is no, you don't have to build an audience in order to start a community. You can do any of those methods. If you want to do that though, there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to extend your time horizon. That's all it is. Also, as a side note, this is for everybody who's listening. I just made a post earlier today about this, but I think it's worth saying, is that if you're at zero, if you're like, I'm just getting into this, I want to start making, my first dollar online. I honestly think that the first thing I would do is look at my bank statement from last month, look at my credit card statement from last month, and find $99 of what you spent last month that you don't have to spend this month. That is it. Because you want to have time to breathe. If you're like, I have to make money in 14 days and I'm starting at zero, there are guys who've done it. Don't be wrong. You can immediately start reaching out to people and you can generate the money to do it. But if it were me, if you were my little brother, I'd be like, dude, save $99. Every business, and I was on with Harley, who's the CEO of Shopify. He gave this analogy I thought was great, which is that like in the 1930s, his grandfather had to go to a bank after 10 years of saving to get a loan to go open a bakery. And if that bakery didn't work, that was it for him. His reputation would be ruined. He'd have to file bankruptcy. And that was it. And that was the only way to start a business. That just is what it was. Nowadays, you can start businesses for almost nothing, but most businesses still cost something. Even the homeless guy on the side of the street has to have a marker and he has to find cardboard. He has to write it on there. And so either he steals it from someone or someone gives it to him. But either way, it costs resources. Now, a lot of it in the beginning is going to be your time. You're going to make up for that. But something like Skool, something like Shopify, whatever, like there are costs that are going to come in to running a business. Even Stripe is going to take fees for processing money. So unless you're standing on a public street corner, only accepting cash, just shouting at the top of your lungs that I don't know what you'd be selling, right? There's going to be costs that you're going to incur. And so I would say, be smart, be prudent, buy yourself an unlimited runway by just saying, what's an investment of a nicety that I currently did that isn't making me money, that I don't want to sacrifice my dream for making money in the future by having. So it's like, I can go out twice a month to eat lunch, or I can actually get this business going and stay in this community and keep learning. But I have to be really clear here. Save the money so that you don't have to think, so you can actually extend your time horizon out and think a little bit more than 14 days. Rant over.
This clip was taken inside of the Skool Games, which is literally free to join. So if you want to talk to AlexHormozi live every week, then click the link in the description and join right now.
54.1% of people who start a paid community in Skool make money. Yes, you heard that right.